hope to become one of the 2 American males to qualify for the Olympics.
Yes.
So what are you gonna do? So what are you gonna do next year?
Okay, so next year, I guess I've had experience in the past with climbing in World Cups and stuff like that. I won the 2010 World Cup in Vail. I've taken silver in Eindhoven, Netherlands. I've taken 3rd in Hull, Austria. So like I've had experience with World Cup podiums. I've won nationals in the US. But I've never really committed myself to like going on tour and like doing the full like 8 comp World Cup circuit. And in order to prepare for the Olympics, since the Olympics is essentially I'm just going to be competing against the same people that I would be competing at in the World Cup is going to be the best preparation for it. And like Conrad said, like they're deciding a medal based off of all 3 disciplines. So you're going to get 1 medal based off of your performance in bouldering, sport, and speed, which personally I think is kind of lame, but they're going to do it that way. So hopefully for the next Olympics, they'll switch it around and like they'll make it so you can get a medal in bouldering, a medal in sport climbing, a medal in speed, and then a medal for the overall winner, which is how I think they should do it. Seems a little more fair.
So has an American man ever done well at the in the World Cup circuit?
Yeah, so when it comes to Americans doing the World Cup, Chris Sharma won. He got his taken away, but he still won.
Does anyone know why he got his taken away? He tested positive for marijuana. Bogus! That's when Chris Sharma became the idol to many of us.
So yeah, I guess when it comes...
He cemented his legacy.
If only it was legal now for him, he would be in the clear. No, so yeah, he's like the only, he's like one of the only U.S. male that has won a World Cup. There's been a couple Americans like Nathaniel Coleman just made podium in a couple World Cups last year. There's not that many Americans when it comes down to it. Like me, Sharma, and Nathaniel were like in this short group of guys, girls for sure, like Puccio's done well, Megan Mascarenas has done well. So yeah, when it comes to Americans competing, we don't necessarily have the best results, but also a lot of our strongest competitors aren't actually doing the competition. So it'd be kind of cool to like get funding and get support and stuff like that, and like actually take the World Cup seriously. Yeah.
Once you get some parents that are motivated in there in 2 or 3 Olympics from now, then it's chill.
But yeah, it's like I think like for me personally, I've always like I've done what I've wanted to do at the moment in outdoor climbing, and I think in the next step it would be kind of cool to like try to push it in the comp scene and see what happens, you know, and just like if I do well, that's awesome. If I don't, then I always have outdoor climbing to fall back on, you know. I'm not just gonna be screwed. But
you heard it here first. The first public declaration of Daniel Woods' Olympic dreams. He just had a beer.
Definitely not.
What do you have anything to add on this?
Nothing meaningful.
Something not meaningful.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm stoked. I'll watch the Olympics for sure. I think it's cool. Actually, one thing I was going to say to clarify, because there was tons of criticism from climbers about the combined medal format, but I read somewhere that it's because like 5 new sports joined the Olympics, and they had 20 medals to divide between them. So if US had done different medals for each discipline, if climbing had done different medals for each discipline, it would have been 6 medals, which, you know, obviously climbing can't take 1/3 of the medal total of all the other sports. So it kind of makes sense to do a combined total and just expect the competitors to like learn something new, which, you know, with all respect. But no, but honestly, I mean, well, the thing is, all the competitors hate it because everybody does lead in bouldering, but nobody does speed, and everybody hates speed. And I'm like, well, you have 4 years to learn how to speed climb.
I mean, bouldering is a different sport compared to sport climbing, and speed's a completely different sport. So it's like right now, like the highest ranked boulder doesn't sport climb that well. So you're basically going to be like, hey, you gotta sport climb. Like you gotta do something else out of your passion just so you can get a chance at making gold. So like basically the best boulder won't be awarded the medal potentially.
but the best boulder could learn how to speed climb in the next 4 years. But it's like the decathlon or whatever, any of the other sports in track where it's like, well, maybe they don't love all the events, but you just have to learn some of them because it's just like the way that. Well, I mean, but the same with the World Cup. I mean, the setting for the World Cup is like totally removed from like normal rock climbing. But like you just kind of learn to climb like World Cup problems with weird volumes and big jumps and like weird parkour maneuvers. So like if I tried to do that, I'd be like, this isn't climbing. Like this makes no sense. But for World Cup boulders, they're like, this is what we do. And you're like, all right, that's weird, but you know, you're a World Cup climber, you just have to learn the rules.
No, it's true. It is true, but yeah.
Let's leave it there. Let's